So when we came in 1991, I applied. I had finished my bachelor's. I applied to UC Berkeley and started my master's in PhD in '93. And initially, it was going to be in Hebrew literature, in the role of archaeology in Hebrew literature, which I still think is extremely fascinating. But at some point, when I was starting my, getting ready for my PhD work, I needed an extra research language. No, I'm sorry, an extra language, Middle Eastern spoken language. And I was, certainly going to do work on Hebrew literature, and the department I was in, Near Eastern Studies, offered Arabic, Persian, Turkish, none of which interested me in the least, and I did not want to spend any time on that. And then I was talking to a faculty member, Daniel Boyarin, who in his inimitable way said, "You know Yiddish, why don't you make Yiddish your other spoken language?" And I said, well, it's not really spoken. Well, then, so he pointed me in the direction of a study that was done in the late 30s by Mordechai Kosover, Arabic Elements in Palestinian Yiddish. Actually, I was at the panel yesterday. Eve Jochnowitz talked about a study that Kosover carried out about food in Yiddish culture. So it's the same Kosover who lived in Palestine for many years, and that was Arabic Elements in Palestinian Yiddish was his dissertation, which was published many years later in English in Israel. So I got hold of that book and started leafing through it, and all of a sudden I could hear my grandfather speaking, because he gives a lot of examples, and the language is a mixture of Yiddish, Arabic, Turkish, and English. And so I became completely fascinated by the idea of Yiddish in Palestine. So I switched direction. I was very fortunate in Berkeley to have the most wonderful mentor, Hannah Kronfeld, who herself is very deeply interested in Yiddish and profoundly, interested in furthering Yiddish. So I had all this encouragement. I did a Yiddish reading exam, which is what I needed for as a language requirement. And the Kosovo book was proof that it's a spoken language, right? And then I went on to get my degree from Near Eastern Studies in Yiddish literature.